Okay, look, word to the wise, I'm gonna need for y'all to stop with these bad Muhammad Ali impersonations. Damn it, man, enough already. I really gotta do better with my writing. I gotta come down to 5 minutes, man. 5:46. That's the goal number from this point forward. What's good with it, people? Welcome to the Joe Blacula Perspective presents Behind the Curtain, where I will either be reviewing or revisiting movies and sharing my honest thoughts and opinions on them. And I am your host, the infamous Joe Blacula. Cue my drop.
Joe
Blacula.
Good looking out, people. One Night in Miami was released in limited theaters on December 25th, 2020. Damn, that was Christmas. And on Amazon Prime streaming service on January 15th, 2021. Rated R for language. I don't remember a lot of filth, flarn, filth in this one.
I never said no filth, flarn, filth.
Total running time was 1 hour and 50 minutes. Written by Kemp Powers. Was the directorial debut of Regina King and was nominated for 3 Academy Awards. Didn't win them though. And as usual, white Hollywood is out of their goddamn mind. Regina King has come a long way from crushing a 40 ounce of 8-ball or Old English on the porch of Doughboy in the John Singleton directed movie Boys in the Hood. What year was that? 1990, 91? And an even longer way since her role of Brenda on the TV sitcom 227, which ran from September of 1985 to May of 1990. You know, back then it seemed like it was on a lot longer than that. Sidebar! Regina King was also both of the voices of Huey and Riley Freeman on my favorite cartoon of all time, and maybe one of my favorite TV shows of all time, The Boondocks. Now this movie, from what I came to understand, was an actual fictional story of the night that Muhammad Ali, who at that time was still known as Cassius Marcellus Clay, won the heavyweight belt from Sonny Liston, and what could have been the conversation when and or if Muhammad Ali, played by Eli Gorey or Eli Gore, I mean no offense if I'm butchering your last name, bro. I'm gonna talk to you in a few ticks how I feel about bro. Sam Cooke, played by Leslie Odom Jr. I heard that my bro made his mark in the play Hamilton. I would not have known that. Ain't seen the play, don't plan on watching it at any point of time. Jim Brown, played by Aldous Hodge. I first saw my bro in the classic movie Straight Outta Compton as MC Ren, the ruthless villain. I had a raised eyebrow moment when my bro played MC Ren because he ain't look nothing like Ren, but he has been acting steady since Ren. So damn the fact that he ain't look nothing like him. And he played a great Jim Brown, or who I thought Jim Brown would have been. And Malcolm X, played by Kingsley Ben Adir. Man, that's a heavy name, bro. But what if all these brothers connected that night, all had a convo together, and imagine if mics and cameras were in the room to have gotten all of this? That's what this movie is supposed to be. When this movie first dropped on Amazon Prime on January 15, 2021, I think about maybe a few days after the fact, I sat down and was locked and loaded and prepared to watch this entire movie. Let's go! But my mans that played Muhammad Ali, Eli Gorey or Eli Gore, once again, no offense, bro. On my first listen, man, I just could not get past his Muhammad Ali impression. I did not like it. I couldn't get past that, bro. To me, he sounded like he was doing an impression of Will Smith as Muhammad Ali, who was trying to do an impression of Charles Barkley doing an impression of Muhammad Ali. Couldn't stand it. I bailed on the movie. But then I'm seeing during that time, the movie was getting nominated for all these awards and whatnot. So 2 months later, in March of 2021, I came back. Now the Ali impression was still bad, but I pushed through and I knocked it out. Now, I dug this story, man. They kind of set up each character one at a time at the beginning of the movie to show you where each character was at that point in time in their life. And man, each character at that point in their life was going through some real shit. And seeing that as of right now while I'm shooting this, Jim Brown is still alive. Man, if I could meet that cat and have a sit down with him, I would love to know if that scene is real? When he had that convo on the front porch of that white dude who was played by Bo Bridges, what Bo Bridges' character said to Jim Brown, wow. All my life I've been learning about Brother Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali. Hundreds of books have been written, well, maybe not hundreds of books, but a lot of books have been written about the two of them. I've seen dozens of documentaries. Well, maybe not dozens, but I've seen a lot of documentaries on them. I absolutely cannot get enough of those documentaries, man. Jim Brown was the dude when I was a shorty, man. The whole American program. Google it. Walter Payton breaking Jim Brown's Russian record was a big deal here in Chicago, man. I saw Jim Brown's movies, Slaughter, and Slaughter's Big Ripoff. Come on, man. Plus, the whole thing about Jim Brown throwing white women out of windows was hilarious when I was younger. Mind you that this was alleged, and I ain't say it was right. I said it was hilarious. Just the concept of it, that's all. And also keep in mind, I wasn't even 10 years old yet. But what this movie did teach me was exactly how much I did not know and do not know about Sam Cooke. All I knew is that he was from Chicago. Johnny P's entire vocal career was based off of Sam Cooke's voice and vocal runs, and that Sam Cooke sang one of the saddest anthems to ever play through my ears, A Change Gon' Come. Oh, and that he was shot and killed in a motel during a suspect situation. That's it. But back in 2020, my coattails was pulled on this very good documentary that was on Amazon Prime about Sam Cooke and about what he wanted to do as far as his publishing was concerned. And on the slick is what they were trying to say might have contributed to this murder. I digress. But be it that this movie is an entire big what if, the conversation that these brothers were actually having were heavy, man. Each one of them kind of had their own take and opinion of each other. All of them had some thought on where each of them were in life or where the others should be. You know how we get out. But just listening to how they were going back and forth with each other, that was heavy to me. A dope scene for me is when Brother Malcolm and Muhammad Ali, they were in this diner spot, right? And Muhammad Ali had just won the belt. Muhammad Ali is entertaining all the folk that's in the room. And Brother Malcolm is taking these pics of Muhammad Ali. That was super dope to me because it's these pics of Brother Malcolm and Muhammad Ali in this diner or restaurant. It's several of them that I got. One pic, Malcolm is in Muhammad Ali's ear over Muhammad Ali's shoulder. Another pic always looked like Muhammad Ali was swinging on Malcolm, but you could tell Muhammad was kind of playing with him. And for years, I always wondered what the hell was going on in that pic. Once again, I know that this movie is supposed to be fictitious. I dig that, but the way they broke that scene down to me was dope. As a matter of fact, the whole scene when they were on the roof of that hotel motel that they were staying in. Wait a minute, man. What's the name of this damn hotel? What's it called? God damn it, man. Hampton. The famous Hampton Hotel. Which just so happened to be the famous Hampton Hotel in Miami, Florida. Do the homework on that one as well. But that roof scene, the way Malcolm came unhinged when they was messing with his camera, which was another thing that I didn't know about Malcolm and photography. Now, I'd seen and heard little blurbs over the years, but I did not know that he was that serious about photography. But yeah, that whole scene, man, yeah, that was real heavy. But riddle me this. Why do we always have to have these scenes in these movies where they have to make the Nation of Islam look suspect? It was very good to see bro Lance Reddick, who you probably know best from the HBO Hood classic The Wire. I've mentioned it before. He played Lieutenant Cedric Daniels, and he's also been known as that hotel clerk in the John Wick movies. But the FOI character that he was portraying, I did not dig that. Spoiler alert! Now, I ain't about to drop any spoilers about that scene or about his character or about that other brother that was playing the FOI that was with him. I'm just gonna say I ain't like that shit. But it is all about one's perception of a scenario. Hence why I am here. And I completely understand. But I still don't be liking that shit.
A Night in Miami. This movie was just so drawn out, right? This movie was a slow drag. The first 22 minutes, it felt like an hour and a half. My dad is a Sam Cooke fan. I really didn't like Sam Cooke. How they portrayed him in the movie. He was like with them, but he wasn't with them. It was like Sam wanted to live the dream. So I thought when they pulled up in the car and they was going up the stairs and they was like Sam Cooke in the room, I thought this nigga was gonna be dead or something. I thought something bad was about to happen, but it was nothing. They opened the door, there he was alive on the bed doing a guitar. I was done when the ice cream became the main character. When the ice cream was introduced as the main character, vanilla, 2 vanillas, got to the ice cream, I was done. That was it for me. Done. Can't do it. Jim Brown, sexy. What's his real name?
Aldous Hodge.
I love him.
So you think MC Ren is fine?
Not MC Ren. I love Aldous Hodge. Jim Brown in the movie. Brother Malcolm. Ain't nobody ever gonna be Malcolm X like Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington. I don't understand it. The journey Malcolm X talked about, couldn't get to the journey. It took too long to get to the journey. Cassius Clay. Woo, Cassius Clay. Love Cassius Clay. This dude right here in this movie, total like, just he was too much. I told him. Like, what is that? And that was only the first 22 minutes. Regina King, love you. 4 Black Men, like, oh my God, love it. But this right here all together, that night in Miami, blow it up. Light a match to that bad boy. Like, you say, five. See, I can't do it. He's like, 5. Yeah, that's about it. And I am Ebony Sarah Louise Kelly.
In conclusion, even though I never did get used to my man's voice portrayal of how he translated what Muhammad Ali sounded like to him, I realized that I want to see a full-length feature film about Sam Cooke, as well as Jim Brown. They deserve that. But this is Hollywood that we're talking about. It ain't about being fair. It's about what's gonna make some damn money and turn a heavy profit. Love, hate, or debate. Man, look, I ain't about to go in on it like Ebony did. If it wasn't for my man's voice as Muhammad Ali or that sucker shit that they was on about the FOI, I think that this one actually could have been in the range for me of actually loving it. But I didn't hate it either. I will say that this movie is debatable for me. Man, you know what I'm just not realizing? I didn't think about my Black Fist rating. Oh, let me think. 2.5 Black Fists is too low. 3 is like too high though. I give it 3. I give it 3 Black Fists out of 5. Yeah. 3 Black Fists out of 5. But at the same time, unlike Ebony, I at least got further than 22 minutes into the movie. I actually finished it. She gonna finish that movie at some point. All right, people, let's put a bow on this one because it is officially a wrap. If this was your first time visiting, your attendance was much obligate and highly appreciated. My reviews will get better, and until I hit the bullseye, I'm gonna keep throwing these damn darts. Okay, here we go. Please like, share, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell that's like right here, over here on the side. Okay, tell 10, oh damn that, I'm gonna make a graphic for this at some point. Tell 10 people to text 10 people right now. Copy the link, paste the link. Why? Because I need to reach 25,000 subscribers. And whatever it is that you think, comment below, let a brother know, and I will holler black in a few goddamn ticks in a minute, people.
Shit, I like that movie.